Hey, what is going on, good people? And welcome back to the Courtroom of Truth. So, it's been about a month since I played this. I've been way too busy working and catching up on everything else. But that was mainly because I was so far ahead in this. So, it's good to be back. Let's jump on in. What the girl saw. Okay. So, wonder have we read this already? Potentially not.
So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for my troubles that night. I'll tell you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there.
Pitch black.
Then after a while, I heard this loud bang. Nearly jumped out of my skin, I did. And the scream just came out. It's because of that this swell found me. He did help me get away, mind.
Okay. Probably should have been paying a bit more attention today. Seeing what items we could chuck at her, but... Yeah, he let you go.
I fail to understand why you would let this street urchin go.
Oh, 'tis simplicity itself, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact.
How?
As I'm sure I said before, sir.
Okay, interesting tune for this guy. Omnibus!
I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself. I think a demonstration is called for.
Okay, so we're not picking apart the gimmick just yet. Yes, I vaguely remember thinking this was the answer to everything. But if he's leading us to there... Oh no, isn't that how we... That's how we proved another person was in here. We've done all that bit already.
This is where I was sat that night. And the cubbyhole of which you...
Oh, the judge.
And the cubbyhole of which you have spoken is underneath this seat, I presume.
Yeah, there was just a load of luggage, right?
Oh, yeah. It does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature.
Aye, but of course the wee lass was stuck in there. Because I'd parked myself on the seat for the duration.
Ah!
So you see, that's why I let the lass bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined, when all the time I knew she was innocent.
Wait, what about all these people you put in crippling debt? Surely some of those are young.
Even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question.
Not at all, my lord, not at all.
I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass.
So I believe the Irish currency before the euro was the punt. Interesting. Even though taking a punt is a saying anyway.
My goodness! What a perfect gentleman!
My lord, this fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir. Now get ready, Hadouken! Yeah. I think we still got one more juror, right?
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Boom. Yeah. That should be all of them. The scales of justice have swung the other way.
Saints alive! All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leading to a verdict of not guilty.
Yeah, okay. We shocked the crowd.
This, well, it must mean...
It must mean what? Oh, she looks happy.
That we're victorious.
No, doesn't the judge still have to cast the final verdict, right? We've won? Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure that vampire guy's going to have a lot to say about this. Ah, perfect timing. What? Why the axe kicked the desk?
If the sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offends, pray do forgive the discourtesy.
What? Everybody shocked.
This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices. Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day.
Emotion?
The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature.
What do you mean, his true nature?
Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings.
Yeah, I vaguely remember there was a bit of a gap, though. It wasn't completely full to the brim.
It's noted in black and white here in the police report.
Good lord.
The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate his story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat.
What? We gotta use the sword. Surely it's the only way.
Order! Order! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effected, Counsel? Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my Nipponese friend.
Me?
When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law.
True, but from what I vaguely remember, we didn't find anything of significance looking in there. However, the way this game is structured, you often don't reach certain, I guess, like flags you can pass until you've searched every single thing of a gimmick. So maybe we were just thorough and I'm remembering it wrong, but yeah.
Pray, what did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be?
Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry? Go ahead. You tell the court now, fella. How this is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zeeks. Oh dear.
Well, Counsel, do you have something to say on this matter?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the answer is. Hopefully there's not a choice here, like lie in court or not. How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat in the omnibus? Oh, God. It wasn't empty. But it wasn't full. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as counsel for the defence, but hey, gotta tell the truth in court. But as far as I remember, at least, when I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes.
Are you sure, Counsel?
Hannah, be whist! What are you saying now, you daft dog? I thought you were on my side here. Even the vampire's gasping. Now he's going to be like,
You are an idiot. What game are you playing? Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position?
uh-oh. Did we say the wrong thing? As the advocate for the defence in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible. Nice. Seems like we did the right thing.
Interesting.
'Tis not altogether pleasing, fella. I'm simply telling the truth. Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interests here, lad. Yeah, he is gonna die if we get this wrong. Now then. A fella's memory is a curious thing and not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That there cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. But he was just talking about evidence being tampered with, so we could be right and he still be right, or whatever. Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interests now to admit that you might have been mistaken? Let's pop a save. This is getting a bit weird. A little bit weird. Getting sus vibes here. Why? Why do I feel... Aha! Why do I feel like something's not right here? That's well blatant. Just, are you sure? Are you really sure? While you're in court?
I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think.
Okay, quick swig of whiskey and he's good to go. That compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The Guild's rules state that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times, so it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible. Okay. Oh no, they're going to start changing their votes? That money-lending fleecer and the pick purse are lying! Pick purse? Oh, yeah. The Cockney girl. Interesting that you say pick purse if it's a girl. Never heard that one before. Ah! No, the knife guy. I can't believe I was nearly taken in. I better stab someone. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, the lot of them. What? Oh no! It's a trick. Of course it's a trick. Hadouken! No, is it going to go 50-50? I'm calling it now. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Quite so, I must concur here.
Short and sweet. Don't all six of you go.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems. Shit. You bastard!
My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice.
Damn it, the judge has to weigh in on it.
Clearly a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel.
Yeah, he calls both of them counsel. Okay.
But before we proceed any further, there is a matter of the outstanding cross-examination.
Okay, just as well we didn't examine this in great detail then. Because we can do it now!
Counsel for the defence, begin your questioning of the witness, please.
Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. Okay, hydration done. Right, technically back where we started the episode, but let's pop a little save and see what happens. Right, item check. Let's go. Nice, we don't have much. It's always really bad if you've got 2 or 3 pages, man. Okay, list of money, knife, bus, gloves, photo, autopsy, armband. Let's go. 4 lives? What? Why not 5? We could potentially press that. Probably not worth pressing. That's probably the first thing we should pitch, because if it's pitch black in there, that might lead us somewhere. Although if she heard a bang, knives don't make bangs, so maybe we'll do 4 then 3. And I don't think we need to press that. Okay, press this.
Hold it!
Hold it! Wait right there. When you say a loud bang, do you mean a gun? Do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor? Okay.
Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump.
And you let out a scream involuntarily?
That's right. And then I felt the cushion over me head get lighter all of a sudden.
I guess that's where he would have slumped off the... Oh no, that's where he got up, right. Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes.
Or not. It could equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim, could it not?
Well, girl, did you see what happened at that crucial moment?
No, because she would have been still in there. What?
Yeah, I saw it.
What?
I pushed up the cushion and had a quick butcher's while I had the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was sitting up the bloke what had fallen on the floor on the seat opposite.
Okay, corroborate so far, yeah.
That matches his account, of course. But then, the fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should never have risked looking.
Okay, that did kind of make everyone jump up. Would we have anything?
Objection!
No! Wrong button! I'm gonna lose a life. I'm gonna lose a life. That reveals a damning inconsistency, that last statement.
Damning, you say? As I look at you, Counsel, I see your trembling hand, your pallid expression, and your perspiring brow.
Huh?
It seems to me that is the damning inconsistency here, with the misplaced confidence of your assertion.
Ooh. Here's a damning tongue.
You invited, sir.
Okay, let's not get mashy. Okay. Interesting. Right, let's press this.
Hold it!
Hold it.
Man, we really can't afford to be reckless there, because as you eke forward through the case, it's not very often the lives get topped up, as you may have noticed in past episodes, so we really got to be careful here, because if we keep swinging for the fences, soon it will be down to 1 life, and then it's game over. So, you couldn't see out into the cabin at all. That means what she says next is a weird lie, surely. But maybe that was while she was climbing in, right? Makes sense, because they would have lit... Beppo would have lit the torches before taking off for the night.
Not a job. Most days I push the cushion up with me head and look out the crack.
Ugh.
Then I can have a butcher's at who I'm gonna fiddle.
I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher.
I mean, I can have a look. The seat I get under ain't as plush as the other one, see?
He's not smiling anymore, which is interesting.
So most of the time, the passengers plant themselves opposite. But for some reason that night, this here Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head.
Interesting. So he didn't sit in the place people normally sit in. Wonder if that's worth anything. And for that reason you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out. I see.
Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in a clink. But it's the only place I hide in them carriages, so it's Hobson's choice.
Never heard that one before. Why doesn't she just stick to picking people's pockets in the open then? Yeah, I'd say there's some reason she's not letting on, judging from her demeanour.
So anyways, I was a bit scared, but I had to just stick it out under there. Nothing else for it.
Okay, so they didn't actually turn up anything. So for the last one, she sort of covers her gaze with her hat.
Hold it!
Okay, it may be 5 after all, but let's be a bit thorough just in case. A waste of time, why's that?
Well, most nights I'm on my own, in the God permit. At least some of the time.
I beg your pardon, did you say God permit?
Oh yeah, well, that's what my kind call it. You'd say the omnibus, I suppose. The point is, any normal run, the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while.
And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away?
That's it. Only that night. This cove was sat on me seat from the start. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck.
Damn, she would have got loads off him, he's rich.
Do you mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time while events unfolded in the enclosed cabin?
Ah! So this would immediately refute the vampire's gimmick that made the whole scales get balanced, potentially.
Yeah. Right, mister?
To be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift a cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you? So this Miss Lestrade couldn't possibly be the culprit then. Okay, we're getting closer.
Hold it!
So, you were already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run?
Well, yeah. I mean, what's the point in spending a joey to make a few bob, eh? That's a rum idea, isn't it?
I suppose she means there's no point spending money to make money. It actually makes sense.
Counsel, may I remind you that this girl is a petty thief? Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants.
Well, that does clear up the little mystery of the fares and all. 4 paying passengers at 5 pence apiece, making the 20 to which the cabman testified. And 1 little scapegrace, riding for free.
He didn't call her a goat, why not?
The red conch of a driver always goes for some grub before his last run, see? So that's when I slip into the carriage and get myself in and under the seat. Nice and easy, right?
But your hiding place is a storage compartment full of equipment for the coach, no?
She just takes that out, surely. If he's not around.
Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. I always chuck all that out and cram it in a corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much.
And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell you.
It seems we've reached the end of the line of inquiry. Continue.
Shit.
So we're not getting anywhere too much with the pressing. Hopefully we get something here which actually changes the testimony. Yeah, and this is the one she's pulling her hat down for. And then we can surely start chucking some items around.
Hold it!
Hold it!
One final desperation, hold it! And when he discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place?
I was scared stiff, I was. He dragged me out and sat me down on the seat and all.
Next to the victim, Mr. Mason?
Yeah, the bloke had a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding. Then the carriage lurched a bit and he ended up falling onto me.
What? Wait, are her gloves covered in blood? Yeah, we may have gone over that last episode, right?
Ugh, how awful. Both my hands got covered in blood.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
It made me feel sick as a dog.
Both her hands covered in blood? That must be what the rooftop passengers saw. After that, I believe you talked with him for a while, is that correct?
He asked me some stuff. Wanted to know my name and what I was up to and that.
Okay, and then she looks up again. Interesting.
Then I heard something from up above. Someone screamed.
Yes, him up on the roof deck, one would presume.
Well, I didn't want no one seeing my face, so I didn't look up. Then the horses were drawn up smartish, and this here Irishman says to me, "Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later."
Huh.
No!
All 6 members of the jury have decided the defendant was innocent. For one brief shining moment, yes. It's clear that they are all still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we could clinch the verdicts we want.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I have this niggling feeling. Something's bothering me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. Damn it! No! Phew. Maybe it's the gloves. I really don't know. See, I'm wondering now, because we're going to leave it there for today, but do we save? Because no testimonies have been changed. Not at a single point did it give us like a multiple choice gimmick. And I don't have anything off the top of my head which we can just chuck at the judge. So I don't actually think we've made any progression, which is unfortunate. But just in case, we will pop a save. So yeah, potentially I'm going to be firing out another 2 episodes tonight. So at least we'll be in the mindset for a while. Maybe before beginning the next episode, I'll quickly have a read through all this and see if we get some ideas. But anyway, guys, if you don't like the looks of any of the suggested videos flooding the screen right now, check some of them out. Let me know what you think. If you've missed any of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, then you better catch up, because you might just be as confused as I am right now. Or you may be screaming the answers at the damn screen, who knows. But the main thing, guys, I hope you're well, thanks for watching, and see you again next time.